Hi Sec 1. So today we will go back to essay writing skills. Okay, you have done a lot of content for a while. So for now we would recap our essay writing skills. We have last done it during the Temasek topic, okay, the rise of Temasek. But for now we are going to apply whatever you have learned from the previous video by Miss Elsa on Raffles reasons. And today our objective, just one simple objective, is to explain the reasons why Raffles chose a trading port in Singapore using the PEEL template. Okay, so our keyword for today is explain. Okay, later on you will see in your question that you would see this word again, explain, and what exactly does it mean. Alright, so this is a very short video to recap with you essay writing skills, after which you would go straight into writing out the essay and submit. Okay, now first, essay template. Okay, if you can, please take out your skills package and refer to page 27. On that page, you would see the format for essay writing for history, which is using the PEEL template. Okay, so for essay writing itself, there's a different template that you need to use, and the acronym is PEEL. Okay, this would have been covered already, but let's just recap again what it means. PEEL starting with P means point, stating the reason or factor that answers the question. Keyword here is answers the question. Okay, so it must be answering the question, it must be relevant, and it's just actually one sentence for the point. For elaboration, you will give more details for the reason or the factor. Okay, so you're describing it basically, elaborating on it, okay, adding more information about it. The next E is example. Using an example to support your elaboration. It must be a good example that supports. If you are just plucking in an example that is irrelevant and doesn't support, then maybe for this question or that particular paragraph, you wouldn't be using an example. Okay, so example sometimes it's not very easy to find it, but it's okay as long as you elaborate on the reason, it's good enough. Next one, explanation. Okay, the keyword for this kind of questions, for essay writing questions, is your explanation. When you elaborate on the point, after you have elaborated, you must ask yourself, so what? How does this factor link back to answering the question? I'll show you with an example later. Okay, but just at the back of your head, so what does this mean to me? What makes you say that? Okay, and the last one is linking, which is to reiterate and repeat your reason or factor to make sure that the whole paragraph sounds very fluent. Okay, now next one. This is a sample or example. You have done this already for Temasek, but just using the content of Temasek to show how this PEEL works. Okay, now explain why Temasek was a favorable trading port in the 14th century. This is on your skills package, page 28. Okay, you have come up with the other reasons which we have gone through already, but let's just use the reason on the Orang Laut. Okay, so if you look at that, Temasek was a favorable trading port in the 14th century because of the presence of the Orang Laut. That is just one factor. Okay, so one sentence is enough. And if you notice, what they did or what I did was to use the keywords from the question. Favorable trading port. Same words used as the question. That's how I know that you are answering the question. Okay? So presence of Orang Laut. Next, I elaborate on the Orang Laut. Basically, who, what, where, why, how. Okay? The Orang Laut were a group of sea people that originally inhabited early Singapore. They were known for their fishing skills and excellent fighting skills in defending the nation from piracy. Okay, I know there's many more, but let's just elaborate a bit, maybe 2 to 3 sentences on what the orang laut is or who they are. Okay, an example of an orang laut warrior in Singapore was Sang Utama, who protected the land and sea from pirates. So you see that the example is just building on the elaboration. It's just a very simple example, okay, to show how the elaboration would answer the point. Okay, next one, this one, the key one that we talked about just now, explanation. Okay, explanation here. As a result, see my keywords here. As a result, always use that. So what? These orang laut strongly defended early Singapore's territory and made it a safe place for trading, welcoming more traders to the country. Okay, so how do I know there is an explanation? I'm going further and thinking. I say that it is safe, they made it safe, therefore they welcome traders to the country. Okay, and therefore it is favorable. So it's just another step before I go straight to my link. Therefore, Temasek was a favorable trading port because of the presence of the orang laut. Alright, so please try on your own, especially on the explanation part. It's a bit more difficult because it's not very direct in the textbook. You need to think further about it. Okay? I'm going to pause here. You can also pause the video to take some time to think if you're not very sure. Alright? Okay, so let's just quickly recap on the 3 reasons why Raffles chose Singapore as a trading settlement when he first came in the 19th century. Okay, why did he choose? If you recap from Miss Elsa's video, the previous content, number 1, strategic location, right? Okay, go and find out why, or go and recap why Singapore was a strategic location. Why was it so important? It's because it was the midway point between India and China. It was the midway point of the India-China trade route. Okay, that means it's very convenient for trading. Number 2, it was an excellent port because they could dock their ships here because of the deep water harbor, because of the environment, and also because it was a place for the traders to the 3 R's, okay? Restock, resupply, and refuel. Alright, third one, why did Raffles choose? Raffles is the British, right? So why did they choose Singapore was because Singapore was not occupied by the Dutch. So if Singapore was not occupied, who can take over it? Definitely the British. Okay? So if you're confused or you're unaware, please go back to the YouTube channel and refer to this video called Why Did Raffles Choose Singapore as a Trading Settlement? All the explanation is there already. You need to know that content before you attempt this essay writing. Alright? Okay, so the essay template, if you look on page 29 of your skills package, the question is there. Okay, let's look at the question together. Explain why Raffles chose to establish a trading port in Singapore in the 19th century. Okay, so basically is what we have been talking so far already. Now it's just to put it into the peel template. Okay, so if you look at this page, I have given you some sentence starters to help you out. Okay, make sure that you have P-E-E-E-L, 3 E's and the L to further explain, describe and explain why Raffles chose Singapore. Okay, how many paragraphs do you need to respond with? Why do you see the burgers over there? Is for you to just quickly remember what template do I use. Just remember the burger equals to peel. Okay, and how many peel paragraphs do I need? 2 peel paragraphs. Basically, 2 reasons. 1 reason for 1 paragraph. Describe, explain. Alright. Okay, so make sure you have 2 Submission wise, please refer to the Google Drive or Google Classroom instructions for more information on how to submit this essay to your history teachers. Okay, please submit to the correct history teacher so that we can mark, return to you and give you feedback. Alright, just to end off this short video, okay, with a meme on Raffles for you to just take a break, but also at the same time enjoy the lessons that you have been learning for HBL. Okay, see you next time.